Good morning, my peepers. Welcome to Shalene's Creativity Room. It is Saturday, June 15th. What's going on today? It is still the readathon, no cross stitching. All I'm doing is reading. So let's talk about that. Do we have birthdays? Let me see. June 15th, no birthdays. No birthdays. I think it's supposed to be cooler than it was yesterday. So right now it is 66. It feels a lot warmer than that. It's supposed to be a high of 70 and a low of 47 tonight. So yeah, much cooler than yesterday. But then the next few days, forget it. So partly cloudy today, winds north at 10 to 15 miles per hour, humidity 51%, sunset 8:52 p.m. And tomorrow is a high of 82. Not too bad, but then it's going way up in the 90s. Yeah, not happy. Okay. Let me delete some of these emails. Okay, today's National Day. World Martini Day. World Martini Day. I have never had a regular martini, but I like chocolate martinis. They're so good. Today's a wisdom quote. Great men are like eagles and build their nest on some lofty solitude, by Arthur Schopenhauer. And today's a word of the day. Word of the day. Word of the day. And today's word is pervious. It's an adjective of a substance allowing water to pass through. Permeable. Permeable? I don't know. I do not know. So, yeah, there's that. What I did yesterday, no cleaning. I did, well, I changed the sheets on the bed and I washed my comforter, and the comforter is still in the dryer. Yep, it is. It's still in there. What did I pay? Okay. Cool. Okay. I'll get in here. So, yesterday I had like an hour left, I think, in To Love a Dark Lord. To Love a Dark Lord, and it says it was the conclusion, and the way it ended, I would say yes, that there would be no more. So there was 4 books. This was the 4th one, and it came out yesterday. Okay. And then I started and finished a vampire book that was so different than others. I was quite impressed with it. I'd give it a 5-star. And that was called Cloak of the Vampire. Cloak of the Vampire by Sapir A. Engelhard. And then I started another book last night. And it's Finding Mr. Right. And it's Right with W-R-I-T-E. And it's by Kelly Armstrong. I did not know that she wrote like rom-coms, because this is, to me, is a rom-com. And oh my gosh, I've been laughing. The banter between the two characters is hilarious. Just hilarious. So, because I don't have much going on, this will be short. But I did go, it was food truck rodeo last night. I went to the truck that was called the Buckaroos, and I had a Reuben, what do you call them? Poutine? A Reuben poutine. Which, poutine is a Canadian dish of French fries, and then you load it with gravy and cheese curds. Well, this was the fries loaded with everything that you would put into a Reuben sandwich. I got a large. It was $13 for a large. It was so good. Oh my gosh. So you could get a regular one. You could get the Reuben, and then there was a barbecue something, and they had fried cheese balls. I don't know. Everything looked really good, but so I only went last year during the first Friday it ever started, because last year was the first year of the food trucks, and they do it once a month in the summer months. So they have a wood pizza, you know, a wood oven pizza one. They have an Italian, which is what I got last year. They have a Mexican truck. They have a Hawaiian barbecue, which I want to try next. They have a coffee. I did not look to see what kind of coffees they had, but I think I'm going to next time. They had the Red Osier beef on wick. They have a couple ice cream. They have a candy. Oh, they had a wrap. They had one that's just wraps. I will probably want to check out that this summer too. But I do want to try the Hawaiian barbecue. They had like teriyaki chicken, teriyaki beef. I saw that they had a lobster roll. That was $18. And the ad in the papers tell you cash only. So where I went, the Buckaroos actually has a sign on their truck that says cash only. We're old-fashioned that way, it says. So, and I did tell Scott I have to have cash. So it cost me $13 for this large Reuben poutine. It was so good, you guys. So I put $2 in the little tip jar, so it cost me $15. You know, it's like a 20-minute drive for me, 25-minute drive. I brought it home to eat it so I could read, and it was hot out anyways. It was really good. I wish that they would get in a Greek/Mediterranean truck. I love Greek food. But yeah, I saw the Hawaiian barbecue because I walked by that first, so I checked all the different trucks. I'm like, okay, that's the Italian one I went to last year, and that was really good. I had like a grilled chicken sandwich, and I forgot what was all on it, but it was really, really good. And before I order, I always ask, do you have takeout containers? Because most people are walking around with open containers like what you see at fairs and carnivals and that. So, and he said, yes, we do. And I said, okay. Otherwise, I'm thinking maybe I should just start bringing in like a Tupperware container or something to put it in. But I think most of them have things that you can take at home. They were really nice. It was really, really good. So I'm glad that I went. Tonight I'm doing pork chops, probably in the air fryer because it'll be warm today, and I don't know what we're having with that. And for my lunch will be taco salad. It's the last of everything that I had from taco salad, so I'll have that. Yeah. I gotta make some more iced tea, so I have iced tea and my zero sugar Dr. Pepper, and my iced tea is unsweetened. So let's talk about the 3 books. Okay, I don't have my glasses in here, so bear with me. To Love a Dark Lord. It's a spicy enemies to lovers. Hold on. Yeah, a spicy enemies to lovers fantasy romance. She pulled him in close in a desperate, perfect embrace. She loved him, and she would burn this world for him. Gwen must free the prince in iron before his mind is torn apart. For centuries, Mordred ruled over Avalon and caged its magic. Now the elementals have seized power, sentencing him to an eternity of torment in his own magical prison. Gwen accepted Mordred's punishment to save his life, but the love that binds them cannot be denied. She vows to find him and release him, whatever the cost. Mordred's time is quickly running out. Trapped inside the iron crystal, he burns with rage and desire, haunted by shadows of the past. His sanity hangs by a thread. Gwen will destroy anyone who stands between her and the crystal, but is she freeing the man she loves, or unleashing a power more vicious and terrifying than Avalon has ever known? Gwen and Mordred's story reaches its searing conclusion in To Love a Dark Lord, Book 4 of the Iron Crystal Quartet. Packed with battles, betrayal, and spicy romance, this series is perfect for fans of Sarah J. Maas, Elise Kova, and Danielle I. Jensen. I gave it 3.5 stars. I don't know why I only gave it 3.5 stars. Anyways, I didn't love the book, but I did like it a lot. There's a lot of angst going on. There's a lot of fighting. She is trying to get through to him, not to be king and take the throne. He needs to stop killing all the elementals, and he's not listening to her. He says they all have to be killed, and she's trying to convince him that not all elementals are bad, and he's not listening. And then someone that he had punished years ago, she now wants to be queen. But Merlin, yes, Merlin is in this. You got Lancelot, you got Galahad, you have Avalon, and there's so much more. And there's a scarecrow. And yes, it's like Wizard of Oz meets all kinds of stuff. It is so cool. Oh, Camelot. Yes, Camelot also. So it is a very cool book. I really enjoyed the storyline, and I'm glad that I read the 3rd and the 4th book. I did not read the 1st and 2nd. I may have to do that this summer, though. But I enjoyed it. Then I started and finished Cloak of the Vampire by Sapir A. Englard. You guys, If you like vampire books, paranormal, this is so different than other vampire books. So, I gave it 5 stars because it was so different. And it's the first book of a series, and yes, it did end on a small cliffhanger. From the author of the Millennium Wolves series comes the hauntingly romantic story of a young woman's descent into a league of vampires and the Lord who means to keep her there. Eileen Henderson's unassuming life conceals a dark past. Outside of work, she hides behind her larger-than-life best friend Cassidy, whose constant need for attention suits Eileen and her secrets just fine. Until the night Eileen dies, awakening to a new world of brutality, bloodlust, and betrayal, Eileen plots revenge against Ragnar Rain, the monster who cursed her with the imprint, the demon who turned her into a vampire, the man whose eyes haunt her dreams. She is going to make this vampire lord regret the day he kissed her with the curse of immortality and made her his, if she can survive the auction and resist temptations of the flesh. So they call it imprinting when they turn them. And people that know about the vampires that are human get put on a waiting list. And most of them have a talent of some kind. They get taken down. Now, the vampire communities are down below ground. So they go into a building, there's an elevator, and it takes them down to the ground, and there's a whole community down there. And there's different leagues throughout the United States. They didn't say if there was any in other countries. They were just talking about the United States. So one of them takes place in Rochester, New York, which is 30 minutes away from me. So this was really cool because the one in Rochester, New York, that league, the Lord has everything to do with art and like sculptures and painting and all that. So he tries to get people in there that are talented for art. Then you have another one for music. There's another lord that everything down there had to do with banking and financial of all the vampires. There's another one in Las Vegas. He's the worst lord of them all. He treats women like shit, like they are sex slaves. He is horrible. No one wants to be in his league. So once the Lord turns you, you go down into his league, and you have classes for 3 months in the gym to learn how to fight. You learn you have a class where you learn, it's like a 4-hour class a couple times a week, where you learn all the vampire ways, all the rules, and all that. And you all are assigned a job. So you are asked from the very beginning, do you have hobbies? What do you like to do? Things like that, so they can fix you up with a job. Well, she didn't really have any hobbies. She's stuck in the cafeteria, which is like the worst job to ever have. This series was so good. Oh, and then at the end of the 3 months, all the lords bring their newbies, because they're called newbies, and there's not a lot of them. They bring all their newbies, the lords, into this league, because this is the one that has the biggest auditorium, and they show their talents, and the lords all get to bid on each of the newbies to take back into their league. It was so different than other books. I just loved it. Then I started Finding Mr. Right by Kelly Armstrong. I did not know that Kelly Armstrong wrote rom-coms. I was like, what? she's always written paranormal. I read her Bitten series, which was a TV series about werewolves. Absolutely loved that series. I've read a couple of her other series. Who knew she wrote rom-com? This is so good. So far, it's a 4-star because of the banter, and I'm laughing out loud. So it says, number 1, New York Times best-selling author Kelly Armstrong delivers a fun romantic comedy about a woman writing under a male pseudonym and the man she hires to play the role in public. Daphne McFadden already knows that as a female author, the cards are stacked against her. Now she knows just how much, because her sudden whim to pose as an outdoorsy hunk of masculinity male author for her new book just resulted in the unthinkable. A bidding war, a huge book deal, and the kind of fame every author dreams of. Now she's in big trouble because she needs to convince the world that Zane Remington actually exists. But how? By hiring an actor, of course. Only Chris Stanton is not an actor, not officially. He's used to balancing the books, not pretending he wrote one. Still, he's mostly certain he can pose as some overly macho bro author. But when the media descend on Daphne's gorgeous remote home in the Yukon, it's not enough for Chris to just be the face of Zane Remington. He'll have to become him, all while hilariously balancing the terrifying dangers of the wilderness, a massive femme fandom, and a serious crush on Daphne. But as the hype circus gets more out of control, it's just a matter of time before someone discovers their little right lie. I am telling you, they make him sound like this gorgeous man. He was hired. Daphne's best friend told her that Chris is an actor. She knows he's not. I think she did this to set them up. The banter at the beginning with them texting each other or emailing each other is freaking hilarious. I have to read you the first line though. And this is not with him. Oh, I don't have my Kindle in here. So I think the first line of the book, it says, I need a dick. I'm like, okay. Well, she didn't mean it the way I took it. She meant it that she needed one to be an author, because male authors get picked up right away. And then she meets Chris, and even before I think they meet in person, the banter between these and afterwards is hilarious. And now the media wants to meet him. And so he goes to her place where she lives and makes it look like he lives there. I laughed. The things that go on, you know that they're going to end up together. You know that, and there's chemistry there. There is chemistry, but nothing's happened yet. So I don't know what the spice level is. It is so good, though. I really like it. So I'm going to put all 3 links below. To Love a Dark Lord did come out yesterday. Cloak of the Vampire comes out on the 18th. And Finding Mr. Right comes out on the 25th. So good, you guys. So good. And I have one more book off of my... I have one more book off of my ARC list from NetGalley. I don't think I have any more ARCs from anywhere else. I gotta check all my emails and that, because I didn't write it down if I did. And my reviews are already up on TikTok, just not anywhere else. I'm still writing stuff. And then I will get to the book that I have for the Batavia Book Club. So that is it for today. I will put the links down below to Amazon. I am an Amazon affiliate, so it will be the affiliate links. And I will see you guys all on Monday. Love you guys. Bye.